There's a quiet feeling that visits you sometimes. It arrives without warning, maybe in the middle of a busy day, maybe late at night when the world finally becomes silent. It is not loud. It does not demand attention. It simply whispers something you cannot ignore. It tells you that there must be more than this, more than the routines that repeat themselves, more than the endless cycle of waking up, working, worrying, sleeping, and starting over again. You may have tried to silence that feeling. You may have convinced yourself that everyone feels this way, that life is simply what it is. But deep inside, something keeps calling you toward a truth you cannot fully explain. You have probably spent years trying to fit yourself into a life that never truly fit you. You learned what was expected. You learned how to survive. You learned how to smile when your heart felt tired. You learned how to keep moving even when something inside you felt disconnected. The strange thing is that from the outside, everything may appear normal. Your life may look fine to other people. Yet there is a part of you that feels unseen, a part that knows you were not created simply to exist, not created merely to pass time between birth and death, not created to carry dreams that never leave your imagination. The reason this feeling keeps returning is because it is not an accident. It is not weakness. It is not dissatisfaction. It is a reminder, a quiet message from the deepest part of your being. The part of you that remembers something your mind has forgotten. The part that knows you are larger than your fears, larger than your mistakes, larger than the identity you have been carrying for years. Think about all the moments when life surprised you. The moments when a chance encounter changed your direction. The moments when a sentence arrived exactly when you needed it. The moments when you felt guided without knowing why. Most people dismiss these experiences as coincidence. But what if? There is wisdom hidden inside every chapter of your life. Even the chapters you wish had never happened. Especially those chapters. Because pain has a way of removing illusions. It reveals what truly matters. It strips away what is false. It brings you face to face with yourself. And when that happens, something remarkable begins. You stop asking how to become someone else. You begin asking how to become more fully yourself. That question changes everything. The moment you begin to remember, something subtle starts to change. Nothing on the outside may look different at first. The same walls surround you. The same responsibilities wait for you. The same people move through your days. Yet inside, a quiet shift begins. It is almost impossible to explain. It feels like waking up from a dream you did not realize you were having. You start seeing things differently. The questions that once frightened you begin to feel important. The uncertainty that once felt threatening begins to feel like possibility. For so long, you may have believed that your value depended on what you achieved, how much you earned, how productive you were, how many people approved of you. The world rewards these measurements. It teaches you to build your identity around them. But eventually, many people reach a painful realization. No amount of achievement can fill a space that was never empty to begin with. That space inside you was never asking for more accomplishments. It was asking for connection. Connection to yourself. Connection to your purpose. Connection to the deeper intelligence that has always been guiding your journey. The strange thing about purpose is that it rarely arrives as a sudden revelation. Most of the time, it reveals itself gradually, through moments, through experiences, through lessons, through the things that continue calling your attention no matter how hard you try to ignore them. Maybe your purpose has been speaking through your curiosity, through the subjects that endlessly fascinate you, through the dreams that refuse to disappear, through the moments when you feel most alive. Sometimes purpose whispers long before it speaks clearly. The problem is that many people spend their lives waiting for certainty before they move forward. They want guarantees. They want proof. They want a map that shows every step ahead. But life does not work that way. Growth requires trust. Not blind trust in the future, but trust in your. You were never created to live disconnected from your heart. You were never meant to carry every burden alone. You were never meant to spend your life proving your worth. Your worth existed before you achieved anything. It exists now. It will continue to exist regardless of success or failure. When you understand this deeply, you begin to move through life differently. You stop chasing validation from people who cannot define your value. You stop measuring your life against someone else's journey. You stop believing that your struggles make you unworthy. Instead, you begin to trust your own path. And trust changes everything. Trust allows you to take the next step without seeing the entire staircase. Trust allows you to keep moving when results are not immediate. Trust allows you to believe that every season of life has meaning, even when you do not fully understand it. There will still be difficult days. There will still be moments of uncertainty. Awakening does not remove challenges from your life. It changes your relationship with them. You stop seeing every obstacle as evidence that something is wrong. You begin seeing challenges as opportunities to deepen your understanding of yourself. You realize that growth is not a straight line. You realize that healing is not a race. You realize that becoming who you are meant to be is not about perfection. It is about presence. It is about showing up for your own life. It is about listening to the wisdom that exists beneath the noise. And as you do this, a new kind of peace begins to emerge. Not the fragile peace that depends on everything going according to plan. A deeper peace. A peace rooted in trust. A peace rooted in knowing that your life has meaning even when you cannot see the entire picture. Maybe this is what your soul has been trying to tell you all along. That you're not lost. You are becoming. That you're not behind. You are unfolding. That you are not broken. You're growing. Every EXP,